Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm giving you this Thanksgiving look. I did use the Too Faced Hot Buttered Rum palette for this look today. Here are the shades. I did end up using all of the shades as well, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Here's like a disclaimer, my eyes look like totally different shaped, but that's because this eye is like hooding over, if you guys like know what I mean, hooding over my lid. This one is like open. Normally it's hooded, but it's like wide awake today. Like I don't know what's up right now, but yeah, like if I go like this, you could see that they're actually like closer in shape. Maybe they are a little off, but not as off as they look. But yeah, disclaimer, like those are just like my eyes, how they're behaving right now. And yeah, if you guys would like to see how I got this Thanksgiving look, then please keep on watching. We're starting off by priming our eyes. I am using the P. Louise base in Rumor number 2 on the Morphe M224 brush. I'm just going to pat that on the lid. I do apply it directly on my eye and pat. And I blend the edges out with the Morphe R32 brush. Now moving on into the Hot Buttered Rum palette, I'm going to be taking this shade right here in the corner called Spiked on the Sigma E47 brush, and we are going to just pat that right in our crease. I did take this just on one side of the brush, and the side that has a product on it is going to be facing up when patting it onto the lid. Now with the other side of the brush, we're going into this shade right here called Sin-Ammon, and we are going to tap that right above the previous color. And again, side with the product facing up. Going back into the spiked shade. Now I'm just wiping my brush off. And now we are going into this shade in the other corner called Vanilla Extra. Vanilla Extra. I thought it was Vanilla Extract. And we are going to just clean this area up. Same exact brush, just so that we could blend that a little better. Going into the Buttered Rum shade, we're going to add that to this outer part of the crease. And the shade right here called Bottoms Up, we're going to take that right above this part of the crease. Now to add a little more of the warmer tones, we're going back into Sin-Ammon and add that closer to the deep brown shade. And we're cleaning off the brush again and going back into Vanilla Extra and adding that back into this area. And with the Morphe M332 brush, we're just going to go over all of this just to blend everything together. And now I'm just going to cut my crease off camera with the P. Louise base again and the same brush, the Morphe M224. And before I close my eyes and ruin this, I am going into a clean Sigma E47 and the shade up here called Whipped Cream, And we're just going to add that to the beginning half of our lids. In the center half, we're going to take the shade here called Warm and Fuzzy. Now on the Sigma E65 brush, we're going into the shade Spiked again and just connecting this outer corner to the lid, pretty much making a half liner with that shade. Now taking Sin-Ammon on the E47 again on the outer corners just to blend that together. And taking more Spiked on the brush on the very outer corner. Now I'm just going to clean up any fallout and the eyeshadow. And I did forget to prime my face when doing this side of my face, which is why I'm not going to do it now. But it would be a good idea to use a primer, one preferably that is long lasting, that will last you throughout the night. But I'm going to just go ahead and skip that and conceal. I'm using the Cover FX Powerplay Concealer in G Plus Medium 2, and I'm just going to add that under my eyes. Or eye, because I already did this side. And before doing this, I did like conceal any like dark spots I had with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Latte. Just used a dry sponge and then just put some powder on top. I didn't want to put foundation, you know, all over my face. And now blending in this concealer with the Beauty Blender, and it is dry. And right away, I'm just going to dip into my translucent powder and powder my under eye. And I'm gonna add some blush to my cheeks. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure, which is my all-time favorite. And I'm taking that on the Sigma F10 brush. I am going to skip bronzer today just because we do have, I guess, the bronziness and all of the contours of our natural skin, since we didn't cover that up entirely. But I am going to go in with highlight. We're using the Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Highlight on the Sigma F03 brush. Now going back to the eyes, I'm going in with the Sigma E47 again, the one we used for the lid shimmery shades. And we're going into this shade right here called Born to Rum. We're going to run that along the bottom lash line. And be careful not to get the sparkles in your eye because they do hurt. Now on the Sigma E65 again, we're taking Spiked and lining the very like lash line close to the lashes and making sure to connect it to this outer corner. Now I'm going to move into my mascara. I'm taking the Nars Climax mascara and I'm applying that on the top and bottom lashes. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows. I am using the Anastasia Brow Primer, the Anastasia Dark Brown Brow Powder Duo, and the number 7B brush. Starting off by using that brow primer. Then I like to go ahead and just brush my eyebrows where I want them. And I do like starting off using the darker side of the powder and pretty much just create hair strokes. Like towards the end of my brow, when I get to the front of my brow, I use the lighter powder. and dip in as much as you need. So I am moving into the lighter side of the powder. Now I am finishing off the look by applying some lip gloss. This is the Lime Crime Wet Cherry lip gloss in the shade Bitter Cherry. And I'm going to wipe off, I guess, whatever residue I have on my lips first. Okay, so here is the finished look. So as you guys can see, we still did not put too much makeup on our face. We did go pretty heavy on the eyes, but we didn't put on heavy lashes or liner that could end up, you know, smudging on the outer corners of the eyes. And we didn't put any foundation or any product around the mouth area. Lip gloss should be easily wipeable if you end up getting it on your chin. Chapstick is still preferred, but with a look more dramatic, you would want, I guess, a little more something on the lips. The skin is still natural and breathable. You aren't going to feel, I guess, like heavy and like sticky at the end of the night. You could always use lighter colors. You don't have to use, you know, colors as deep as this. I feel like the more natural with, I guess, this skin look, the better it would look. And yes, I hope you all have had a happy Thanksgiving, and if you would like to see more looks like this, then please tune in next week. I post every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!